Hey guys, what this video has to do with is a court case where the officer's dash cam and body cam went against him. And as he returns to the car, he's looking for an excuse to search this fellow's vehicle. This is I believe, a suppression hearing. They're trying to suppress evidence that this young man had some marijuana, I think it was, in the trunk of his car, but the officer got it from an illegal search. And the way the illegal search came about, as a police officer, when you first walk up to a person's vehicle, if you're a non-drinker, and especially a dope, when you walk up and they roll their window down, if they've been drinking or smoking marijuana, you're gonna smell it right off the bat. And that's when an officer usually says, hey, I'm getting a smell of something. How much have you had to drink? And so forth like that. So let's just watch it and you get your take on it. It's only a couple minutes long, but she's given her briefing here on what she's come up with.
So the next question for the court becomes whether witnesses are credible or not. What the court viewed in State's Exhibit Number 1, and if someone is objecting to what the court viewed and what the court is about to say, what is in State's Exhibit Number 1, please do not hesitate to let the court know. You are pulled over. You are at an apartment complex. You tell the officer that you are there to see your girlfriend. The officer discusses with you, as he has a flashlight looking in your vehicle, the reason for the stop, which was for the speeding, which you agreed you were speeding. The officer asks for your insurance and driver's license. You tell the officer that you have your insurance information on your phone, but you would like to speak with your girlfriend. The officer asks why you would like to speak with your girlfriend, and you state to him because, and I'm summarizing here, you state with him because your girlfriend was expecting you and you just want to let your girlfriend know what is occurring. The officer tells you not to do that. You continue to look on your phone for your insurance. You tell the officer, I promise you, I do have insurance, but I got the insurance online and I am looking for it. The officer continues to speak with you, and this goes on for several minutes. During that first contact with the officer does not mention whatsoever any smell of marijuana. The officer then leaves your vehicle and goes back to his vehicle and says he wants to check on something. The officer enters his vehicle, and there are phone calls that are coming into him, and he's making phone calls out. On his screen that is in his vehicle, it appears to the court that he is running the vehicle. The court is unable to view exactly what is on the screen because the writing is very small and the video is not great. But when he runs your vehicle, the court sees that there are green lettering throughout the screen. And he's clicking on a button, and as he clicks on the button, the screen continues to go to what the court is assuming the next page, and that is green. He remains in the vehicle. Another call comes in, and then either he sends a call out or a call comes in to him, and he lets them know what's going on, and he says in the phone, I need PC for this vehicle. Then once he requests PC for the vehicle, then I see the screen again, and all of a sudden, the screen comes up with a bunch of red writing. The court is making an assumption because neither party asked what he meant when he said, I need PC of the vehicle. The court is assuming that that call was, I need probable cause for this vehicle. Then after he does that, he gets out of his car, comes back to your car, and he shines the flashlight on you again, and he says, why are you looking at Wells Fargo? And your response to him was, I'm looking at Wells Fargo because that's where my insurance comes out each month. I swear to you, I have insurance. He allows you to do that. Then he says something to the effect of, let me be honest with you. I smell marijuana in your car and you have this box. And you tell him that box is empty. He says, do you have any weapons or anything in the vehicle? Because I'm going to search your vehicle. And your response to him was, I have a samurai sword. Just as a side note, why you have a samurai sword, I don't know. But that's what you tell him. So then he says, well, I smell marijuana, get out of the car, I'm searching your entire vehicle. He takes you to the back of the vehicle. He proceeds to handcuff you and tells you, you're not under arrest, but I'm doing it for my safety. Then he searches your vehicle. The court is going to find that the state's witness was not credible. And so I'm going to grant the motion to suppress, not based upon the fact that the search was improper or illegal. I'm basing it on the fact that the officer was not credible when the officer stated that he smelled marijuana in your car. And the reason for that is because on first contact with you, and he was with you for several minutes, he never mentioned marijuana. The only time he mentioned marijuana is when he went to his car. He ran your vehicle the first time, then he ran it the second time after calling someone and saying that he needed PC on the vehicle.
Very, very smart and fair judge. That's all I can say. Very observant, very smart. And that's exactly right. When a police officer walks up to the car and he let his window down, he would have smelled the marijuana right then. And again, guys, just because they're in uniforms, just because we wear badges, just because we, well, I was going to say are clean cut. Nowadays, half the police departments have guys on there with sleeve tattoos and beards and hair that would match somebody on the street. I don't know why. I don't know how we ever lost our military requirements as far as facial hair and tattoos. And again, we look as bad. Some of the police officers now, if you see them in civilian clothes, wrestling and fighting with some of these guys, you sometimes you think the other guy is the good guy. Appearance has a lot to do with things. I think police departments, in my opinion, of course, should bring back the military requirements. If you're going to be a professional, look professional. The more professional you look, the more people respect you. People, they've lost their respect for police officers first of all, out of personal appearance. You have a person show up there with a beard bigger than the one you've got, and different things. It just takes away from the professionalism or what you think that the job would require. Now, maybe that's just an observation. Maybe it's not justified. Maybe, I've always wanted to do an experiment, and maybe someday we'll get around to it. I want to find a homeless person. I want to take them, a homeless person that has no education, that's dropped out of school, and without belittling, it's not to belittle anybody. I want to show what physical appearance and stuff can look like. And take that homeless person and get him shaved and bathed and put him in a uniform, put a gun belt on his side, and take some pictures or take some videos or take him into a restaurant or somewhere and watch him mingle with people and watch how much respect he gets. Take him in there before he gets shaved and cleaned up and let him mingle and watch how people treats him. And then you stick that uniform on him and that badge on him and watch how people, nowadays they'll probably shun them because people have just totally turned against the police office, law enforcement profession on all levels. Look at Mueller and Comey and McCabe and Ray and Strzok. That's on our federal level. And it's embarrassing. It's sad that it's got like this. But how is anybody supposed to respect police officers on any level when we're dealing with character and morals like that? Just my opinion, guys. My 2 cents. Thanks for joining me. This was a very fair judge. I liked her ruling. I don't know what happened on this case as far as the sheriff or the chief, ever who this guy's administrator is. Did the judge feel it was strong enough to file charges on? Did Did it just go away? I'll tell you what he did. He lost credibility with this judge on any case that he ever comes up on. She's always going to remember this. Once you lose your credibility with a judge in court, that judge never forgets. And they know if you're lying. They know if you're not telling the truth or if you're fudging. It's not worth a conviction. It's not worth an arrest to throw to throw everything that you're about away just in order to be able to charge somebody or to get an arrest. Catch you next time. It's Fred.